Have you ever wondered about the power of leadership and its impact on the people they guide? Today we delve into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, to see a vivid example of this influence. In this passage, the Lord God speaks to the prophet Jeremiah saying, "Do not plead for this people. Even if Moses and Samuel stood before me, I would not spare them. Now drive them away from my presence." When they ask, "Where should we go?" you should tell them, God says, you are destined to face these four calamities: the slaughter by the sword, the tearing by dogs, the devouring by birds of the sky and beasts of the earth, and the oppression by other nations. It sounds harsh, doesn't it? But why did God make such a declaration? The answer lies in the deeds of Manasseh, son of King Hezekiah of Judah, in Jerusalem. In ancient times, most houses were of mud and wood construction. A typical two-room house required 3 beams and 6 pillars. If the top beam was not placed correctly, it would affect the entire structure of the house, causing the lower beams to be misaligned. This is a metaphor for the state of Judah at the time. The leaders were corrupt, and their subordinates followed suit, creating a society devoid of righteousness. So, what did Manasseh do that was so terrible? The Bible tells us that Manasseh committed several sins. He rebuilt the high places his father Hezekiah had destroyed, made altars for Baal, crafted an Asherah pole, and worshipped all the starry hosts. Not only did he engage in polytheism, but he also built altars for these celestial bodies within the temple of the Lord. Furthermore, he sacrificed his own son in fire, practiced divination, sought omens, and consulted mediums and spiritists. He did much evil in the eyes of the Lord, arousing his anger. Manasseh also shed so much innocent blood that he filled Jerusalem from end to end, beyond the sin of the Amorites. These innocent people were the prophets and God-fearing individuals who opposed Manasseh's wicked deeds. According to Jewish history, the prophet Isaiah was sawn in two during Manasseh's reign. But as the saying goes, evil begets evil. Manasseh's wickedness did not go unpunished. The Lord sent the commanders of the Assyrian army, who captured Manasseh, put a hook in his nose, bound him with bronze shackles, and took him to Babylon. From this passage in Jeremiah, we can see how crucial a leader's actions and words are, whether in a church, a company, a family, or any group, big or small. And even if you think, well, I'm not a leader, so this doesn't concern me, remember the words of Jesus. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In summarizing today's discussion, it's clear that leadership carries a heavy burden of influence. The actions of one can have far-reaching effects on the many. As individuals, whether in positions of leadership or not, we must strive to be lights in the world, guiding others toward righteousness. In the end, the story of Manasseh serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. It's a lesson that rings as true today as it did in the days of Jeremiah.